welcome back to another After Pill Lifestyle, After Pill live stream, PFP for life, PFP lifestyle. What's going on? Go ahead and tap into the chat. We're gonna have a great discussion this evening. So go ahead and turn on your live stream. Go ahead and turn on your live stream while you're driving from work, while you're driving from beating up, a piece of, good, fine, punani, whatever you're doing. You leaving a grocery store. I mean, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, go ahead and tap into the chat, tap into the After Pill live stream, right? We got a great discussion going on for this evening, man. As y'all already seen, well, I don't know if you've seen the title. Corey, what's going on? But this live stream, we're going to be talking about your boy, your bizoy, Andrew Wilson, man. Whoo, man. Come on now. I think, listen, Coach Greg Adams have given that boy a run for his money. Do you hear me? Right? He's been trying to do PR stunts after PR stunts, trying to put the Band-Aid over the wound. Right? AJ Money, what's going on? Right? But it ain't no stopping. You can't stop the, well, I would say you can't stop the bleeding, but there are so many simps, there are so many gumps in America today. Listen, Mr. Ecclesiastical, can start calling that ninja Mr. Ecclesiastical. Right? Sounds like a dang on superhero from Fantastic Four. Y'all remember Mr. Elastical? Mr. Elastical, the black ninja who could stretch. Yeah. We'll start calling that ninja Mr. Elastical. Mr. Ecclesiastical. But there's so many gumps and there's so many simps, right? In today's society, in the West, man. Somebody like Andrew Wilson can almost just about get away with anything. Right? He could just about get away with anything. And just like women are not in order, right? Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button. Just like women are not in order, the men are not in order. The men are not in order, right? So you got women running around doing whatever they want to because there's no order. Women don't have any social pressure. Women don't have any they don't have any incentive to be the women of the past. They don't have any incentive. The same thing goes for the men, right? Men are walking around here, right, preaching certain things, right, like Mr. Ecclesiastics, right? They're running around saying this, running around saying that, when these ninjas are not living like that, right? Look at dude. Dude don't have any fight. He don't have any fight in his bone, right? You married a single mother. First of all, you married a fat single mother. Yep, weight matters. You married a fat single mama, right? By not just one, by two different men. Come on, let's get real. But you want to talk about ecclesiastic? You want to talk about ecclesiastical marriages? Right? Many of these trad cons, they're fake conservatives. I already told y'all this. My stance on it, I said, there is not, just like women, there damn near not any conservative women available. There aren't any conservative women available. Just like with the men. There aren't many really conservative men. Right? Many of the men in the United States of America are pretty much, they're liberal, but they vote right. User J55, what's going on? Right? They're just liberal. Conservatives in America are liberals that vote right. Including the men. But this is what I told y'all. This is what I've been saying this. The manosphere is dead. I said the manosphere, male spaces, right? The red pill is dead, right? One, it died as soon as men started allowing women to get into space in the first place. Right? It died as soon as we started letting women get into space. And then what came after women were weak men who just wanted to, get their talking points across, right? And this is what it's turned into. But you got to realize too, why can somebody like Andrew Wilson rise to prominence in the way that he has? Why can people, goofballs, goofies, like Fresh and Fit and the like, many of these guys, how can these guys rise to prominence, right? If there are so many real men out here, right? These guys rose to prominence because the majority of men are just weak and fake. I've been saying this for the past 2 years now. The majority of men are weak, fake, docile, out of shape, sick. You can't even control your body fat composition. Men can't even control body fat ratio, let alone control a woman. Can't even control your mind. Can't even control, the things that you can control in your life, the direction of your life, what you're going to do with your life. Right? There are so many men out here who are lost in the sauce. So many men. But because so many men are weak and docile and many men don't want to rise to the occasion. I see what a lot of women are talking about. Because I used to wonder when I first started my channel started because I wanted to help men. Right? And I still do want to help men, right? But I want to help the right men. Right? I started this channel because I wanted to help men. Right? But then I started to sit down and evaluate. I started to sit down and observe, right? Then I started to talk to more women, younger women to older women. And then I started witnessing the trends that they were actually referring to, because I used to think that, the women just tripping. No, it's y'all. Y'all the one that's doing this, and y'all the ones that doing that. But then I started sitting around and I started observing. I'm like, nah, the men are bitches. I started to sit back and look. I'm like, the women are dang near 70% right. The women are almost 70% right on the money when it comes to modern day men. Dudes want to go 50-50, right? If you want to go 50-50 with the woman in today's time, just go ahead and cut off half your nutsack. Go ahead and cut the left side or the right side. Pick a side. Go ahead and cut the left side or the right side off and go ahead and give it to her if you want to go 50-50. Now, I'm not trying to shame, couples who do it, and you got to do it. I get it. It's hard out here. I get it. Right? Now, if your woman can bring in some money, hey, good. But for those of you who want to just absolutely go 50-50, meaning that you want her to pay half the rent, you want her to pay half this. Now, I'm not talking about, she just bringing in some part-time money here and there and, spending money here and there. That's going out money and all of that stuff. Maybe nail money and, stuff that, you just do miscellaneous stuff, right? Modern day men, they want to go 50-50 with a chick, right? They want to go 50-50 with a chick and have her pay half the bills, have her pay half the rent, half the car note, right? Then they want to live ecclesiastical. They want to live in this ecclesiastical marriage, right? You want to live ecclesiastical, but then send her to work with a bunch of vultures, right? You want to live ecclesiastical, but then, you knocking her up, right? She pregnant, barefoot and pregnant, and then you want her to go to work, right? Is that a new word you learned today? Yep, ecclesiastical. Somebody taught me that in the chat. Somebody taught me that in the chat. Ecclesiastical. Ecclesiastics. Right? But the reason somebody like Andrew Wilson can rise to prominence because our society is filled up with weak dudes. Right? Our society is filled up with weak dudes. Man, y'all hit the like button. I'm in here spitting. Y'all hit the like button. Come on in and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, right? Too many men are weak in our society. And that's why Sneako, remember Sneako? Remember Sneako? Sneako, you know, who used to do, they did, he did things with Fresh and Fit and all of those other guys, right? Remember Sneako, was really the face. He was one of the faces of Red Pill, of Manosphere, right? But now Sneako just came out with a video. He said Red Pill is dead. I've been saying this. Sneako just came out and said this week, right? He got a whole video that he made. I think he released it on Twitter, right? He said the Red Pill is dead, right? If I'm not spinning enough, you can get off my shit. Get off my shit. Fuck you talking about. Matter of fact, put on subscriber only mode. Don't come in here thinking you about to run something, right? We full of those too. Full of a bunch of men who always got something to say, but you don't have nothing on your profile picture, right? Niggas got everything to say, but don't have nothing on your profile picture. Please. I ain't got time for that. Go ahead and put the subscriber only mode. Niggas got too much to say, but then no proof in the pudding. That's the problem today. Too many dudes want to come in here thinking they can talk about anything. Everybody think they can just talk about anything and everything. They come in here with no profile picture. Probably a fat slapper lopper. Fat slapper lopper losers coming in here talking about some man, shut up. Shut up. Ninjas are subscribe just to hate. Ninjas are subscribe bro. The current day men are so messed up. The current day men are so messed up. And like I was saying with Sneako just came out with a video on Twitter saying that the Red Pill is dead. The Manosphere is dead. Right? I've been saying that. I seen this from afar. I was already saying this. Right? When I start to see that men were leaning more into copism, men were leaning into blaming women, men were leaning into the Red Pill were leaning into more blaming the you-know-whos, right? They were blaming everybody, the government, the women, this, that, everything. Men were blaming everybody in a Red Pill. But nobody was really talking about, okay, enough is enough. Right? Okay, enough is enough. It's time to get down. It's time to get down and dirty and handle business. It's time for men to level up. Society is not going to change. Women are not going to change, right? If we do want to see change, we have to be the ones to rise in power, rise in mental capacity, rise on a spiritual level, right? To make some kind of changes. If we have the bulk of men, I give up. I give up on society. No woman wants to sleep with me. I can't get no punani. I can't get no booty. Nobody wants to talk to me. Tinder, my Tinder is slow. Nobody's hitting me up on Tinder. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing that. Man, bro, shut up. Men are exiling themselves out of society because they ain't getting no booty. Let's call a spade a spade. Most of these ninjas exiling themselves out of society because they ain't getting no booty. Maybe if you get your money up, you will be able to get some booty. Really, men's problem, right? Men's problems could be solved instantly with some money. That's it. Most of men's issues can be solved with some money. Ninja's still trying to, I can't find me a wife, so I'm just gonna sit at home and play PlayStation, right? And get in a chat room, right? And blame everybody but myself for what's happening to myself. right? Andrew Wilson what represents that. He represents the coping. He represents the cope. That's the new drug now. Copism. Men are not doing anything but coping now. Because men don't really want to do anything. Let's really call it. Men don't want to pay for anything. Men don't want to pay for advice. Right? Men don't want to pay for advice. Men don't want to pay for knowledge. Men don't want to pay for wisdom. Men don't want to do anything. Right? Men don't want to advance in society. What men ultimately want to do. This is what makes men feel good right here. This is what makes men feel good. Men today, modern day men ultimately just want to control women. That's it. That's it. If men can't control women making $30,000 a year, if men can't control women working at Jiffy Lube and Wally World, bro, please stop it, man. You got dudes working at Wally World talking about what women are doing. Bro, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Money talks, bullshit walks. That's the classic line. If you're not paying the cost to be the boss, you really have no room to be talking about anything regarding women. I'm sorry. If you work at Wally World, if you're the cashier at Jiffy Lube, right? If you work at the Shell gas station, right? Stocking chips, making $10 an hour, bro, you have no room to be talking about anything. I'm sorry. You have bigger fish to fry. You have bigger fish to fry. Right? Men working at Wally World collecting buggies, talking about these women, they don't want to depend on a man anymore. They don't want to respect us and this, that. Bro, you pushing buggies, bro. You pushing the carts. Why should you be respected? Bro, you pushing buggies. You got bigger fish to fry. And you got so many men who are losers. So many men in society are losers. They're okay with letting Andrew Wilson slide with the whole the fat slapalapa wife, because that's what she is. She's a fat slapalapa. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If your woman is fat, you are slacking. If your woman is fat, you have no self-respect. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. Let's pull up the video. While we're on the topic of Andrew Wilson. Let's go ahead and pull up this video right here. Right, this video of Andrew Wilson that just went viral. Right, with some chick. Was that a chick or a chick with a stick? I don't know. Let's go ahead and pull up this. Hold up. There we go.
You're too stupid to understand. Charlie, I just think honestly you're too stupid to understand them.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
Can y'all hear that?
Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth. It's
You can
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on
Okay.
are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
do
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck.
I hope y'all heard that, but I'm gonna do a video. The audio is not that good. Audio's not that good on here. But basically, he was on a whatever podcast, right? He was on a whatever podcast, and he was debating. I don't know who that girl is that he was debating, right? He was debating some chick, and he was going off on her. You're like, shut your stupid pie hole, you stupid bitch. Shut your stupid pie hole. That same emotional shit that he was doing in the debate with Coach Greg Adams. Right? That same emotional shit that he was doing. You shut your mouth. Then he used the same words. You're so incoherent. You're so incoherent. Right? And she basically tore his ass apart, saying that, bro, you just embarrassed because you married a fat slapper lopper, right? Who had kids, multiple kids by 2 different men, right? 2 different men, and you're just embarrassed that you're not the traditionalist that you're telling everybody that you are, which is a fact. Right? Which is a fact. How do men follow these men, right? First and foremost, who look like that, right? He don't even look like he's investing anything into his body, right? And when I say investing into his body, taking charge of his body, respecting his body, right? He chain smoking cigarettes back to back. He looked like a drunk, face falling apart. Wife is fat, right? She's a slop-a-lop, right? And like I said, if you got a fat wife, you get no respect. We got to bring back. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that Trump is now trying to pass visa requirements, saying that if you come over here on a visa or anything like that through immigration, that you have to be in shape. You have to be in shape, right? I mean, he need to get Americans in shape first. But now Trump is trying to pass some visa legislation saying that if people come over here if they try to come over here on the visa and they're overweight, they're getting denied. You have to come over here in shape. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. There's too many slopper-loppers around here. There's too many slopper-loppers around here. Right? Y'all come on in and hit the like button. We got 36 people in here. Hit the like button. That's what you can do. Right? But we have too many slopper-lopper-sauruses around here. Like I said, too many men get to do this. If you want to see my proof, right? If you want to see my proof, you can become a member. Become a member to the channel, right? So go ahead and hit that link in the description, or you can become a member in the Patreon, right? You can become a member in the Patreon. Hit any one of those links, right? Become a member of the Patreon. I'm dropping videos on both of them. If you want to see my proof, I'm proof. Right? Still working in progress, of course, because I'm a young ninja. All right. But still proof otherwise. Right? You got dudes older than me who are not even doing what I'm doing. Right? You got dudes older than me who are not doing what I'm doing. Right? Being able to travel. Right? Wrote my first book at 28. Wrote my first book at 28, right? By myself. I had to figure out publication and all of that stuff, how to font and all that stuff, had to hire the right folks to do that, did that by myself. Right? When it comes to getting a woman on my program, I'm living proof of that. And in actuality, we're gonna do a video about it. We're gonna do a video about it. I'm gonna bring my woman on to a show, bring my woman on to one of my videos, and let her answer certain questions, and boom, 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 to let ninjas know, yeah, it's really like that. You got dudes who can't even bust a grape in their relationships. You got dudes who scared to say something in their relationships. Right? And mind you, I have dos niños, dos hijos, for those of you, who know what I'm talking about. I have dos niños, dos hijos. So it is my due diligence to make sure that the home is put together. But I will not sacrifice masculinity. I will not sacrifice manhood by any means necessary, even if I have to cut the rope. Many men are not willing to do that. Ninja, I'll go live in a shed before I live with a quarrelsome. What the Bible say? I'll live in a shed before I deal with a quarrelsome woman, an unruly woman. Right? I don't care which route I have to take. I'll cut the cord if I need to. Easily. I've told her this. I let her know this several times. Right? Let her know that plenty of times. Like, bitch, don't get wrong, because I'll get right with you. But many men don't have the cojones. They don't have the cojones. And you can tell somebody like Andrew Wilson don't have the cojones. And the men that follow Andrew Wilson don't have the cojones. Y'all don't have balls. Y'all don't have nut sacks. Let me tell y'all something. In this Real Deal Holyfield, like I said, I'm gonna do a whole show on this. Before I even got with my woman, before we even had kids, We sat down and talked about rules and regulations. Right? I broke it down to her as like, hey, listen, I know I've been getting caught up here and there, but listen, this is how it's going to go, right? If you want this to be a thing, if you want us to be together forever, per se, right? If you want this to work, listen, I like other women, right? I like other women. I enjoy other women. Not saying that I'm going to be out here. Not saying that I'm going to be out here going crazy. Not saying that I'm going to be out here going crazy, but you know what? Listen, I like other women. And if I'm going to be taking on you, if I'm going to be taking on the bulk of responsibility, if I'm going to be out here getting damaged and trying to build a business and take care of the household and boom, 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 guess what? Right? It is what it is. This is how I want my household. This is how I want my life designed. Right? This is how I want it designed. This is what I will be doing, and this is what you will not or will be doing. Right? However, everything will be kept away from the house, right? No outside babies, no STDs, boom, 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 right? Everything will be respectable. Man, don't no man out here have those kind of balls. And tell me how I know, because I talk about this with other people. I talk about this with men who be lying, right? I talk about this with men who always lying. I know men right now who lie all to their girls and all this stuff just so, bro, listen, they gotta lie. I don't have to lie. I don't have to lie about nothing. Right? That's why I wear everything on my sleeve. There's nothing nobody will ever be able to use against me, ever. Because I wear it on my sleeve. I am the walking truth. I am the truth. This is the after pill, ninja. Right? And that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to get through y'all head. Right? And no, I'm not the richest. I'm not the richest fish in the sea. Right? Nowhere near that. I'm building up for sure. Nowhere near the richest ninja in the sea. Right? Nowhere near the richest fish in the sea. Right? But still, I'm handling business. Doing what I'm supposed to do. Right? And constructing my life how I want it to be. See, once y'all, you Andrew Wilson, and just once y'all get in a relationship, guess what? You're constructing your life around her. Bitches. I'll be damned if I construct my life around a woman. Y'all got me messed up. That's what's wrong with men in America now. Once y'all get into relationships, because y'all ain't never had no punani. Andrew Wilson looks like he ain't never had nothing. Right? The trad-cons, a lot of these dudes are virgins, man. I was talking to this one dude at work, man. Look, true story. And I told this story. I told this story and some more stories on my Patreon. Make sure you hit the link in the description. Sign up for the Patreon, sign up for the membership. Right? Support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button as well. But I was showing this dude, right? I was showing this dude at work just women that I have access to. Right? And I'm talking about, bro, straight eights, you know, at bare minimum. I had 7s in there, but all of them beautiful. Boom. No denying it. If you want to see it, go check it out on the Patreon, my boy. If you want to see it, sign up for the membership. You got to sign up for the Storytime membership if you want to see it. But I'm talking about women straight beautiful, right? And this ninja had the nerve to talk about some, yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because you never know who's a man nowadays. I'm like, bro, first of all, why are you even sliding that thought process over here, Fruit Loop? Why are you even sliding that process over? Why are you even sliding that thought process over here, Fruit Loop? Does it look like anything on here is remotely what you're talking about? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because yeah, they look good, but you never know if they're men or not. I'm like, bro. Are you serious? Right? And a lot of you not. This dude talk, you never know if they're men or not. And dude 19, right? Dude 19. I'm 29, right? And we're at work and this dude wife come in. I lie to you not, man. I almost shed a tear. Right? I almost shed a tear. This dude wife come in here, and I'm talking about she looked like a goddamn on King Kong gorilla. I'm like, bro, I don't know if that's a woman. You want to try me on some straight 8s, some straight dimes? Are you serious? Bro, dude wife came in and she looked like a goddamn a silverback gorilla. I'm like, bro, I just can't. I can't with today's men, bro. I can't with today's men. I'm like, bro, I'm literally going, bro, if you want to see my list, go and check out my list on Patreon. Right? Go and check out my list on Patreon. I got the screenshots, the screen record, all that stuff. Right? If you want to check out my list, you can either become a YouTube member, become a member on YouTube, or you can sign up for the Patreon. But I'm talking about straight fire. Right? I'm talking about, no, he was not in shape. He was out of shape. That's what made it even worse. He was a slop-a-lop. Right? I'm like, bro, you cannot make this stuff up. And then you just got to realize many dudes are just straight haters. Straight haters. They hate with no proof in the pudding. Right? But then if you had proof in the pudding, you wouldn't be a hater. You just wouldn't be a hater. Right? You know, I walk in, I'm tall, dark, and handsome, in shape. Right? Teeth straight, cheese, teeth white, cheese. Right? Then I got all the bitches on lock. I'm like, here, which one you want? You want chocolate? You want light skin? You want European? You want long hair? You want short hair? What you want? What you want? But dudes are such haters. Dudes, instead of asking you like, you know, how often are you working out? Right? What, you know, are you taking any supplements? You know, how long have you been working out? Right? And you know, I do get dudes who do ask me this. I do get dudes who ask me about my discipline. I do get dudes because people can see it on you. One thing they're gonna do is they're gonna love it or hate it. Right? They're gonna see the discipline on you. They're gonna see the aura on you. They're gonna see it on you. So it's one or two things they're gonna do. They're either gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. That's it. They're gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. Right? Just like now. Like we had upwards to 40 something, almost 50 people in here. Right? But we only have 8 likes. Make it make sense. Right? Even a YouTube channel like mine's. We're going on almost 10,000. We're going on almost 10,000 now. Right? Guess what? For you guys who, we're going to break this down. For you guys who want to build YouTube and all that stuff, right? Who want to build channels and things of that nature, I would say 40 to 50%, half of your audience going to be hate watchers. And that's a fact. Half of your audience is going to be hate watchers. Right? And here's the thing. People don't want to see you succeed until you start succeeding. Right? Then they want to hop on a bag wagon and act like they always been here. No, you ain't always been here. Right? Or you've been in the cut just hating. Oh, look at this guy. He going live talking about he told his girl, hey, yeah, I'm gonna have other women and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think he capping. He lying. I ain't lying about nothing. Nada. But see, what y'all so used to, men are so used to fake shit. Y'all just like women now. Men nowadays are so used to fake shit. They so used to fake shit, they don't know they can't handle when the real hit them in the face. They reject the real. That's why the realest ones, they get isolated. The realest ones, they get cast aside in society. That's what happens. They get cast aside. AKA, you see how the manosphere or the quote unquote red pill basically just try to exile CGA. That's what they try to do. They sat at the table. These ninjas call themselves the Avengers. That is the lamest shit I've ever seen in my life. These dudes are the corniest, unrealistic, dumbasses I've ever seen. The manosphere basically just tried to come against CGA. Right? One of the realest ones. Because he tell the truth. These dudes are making money off of selling men cope. That's it. They're making money off of selling men cope. That's the new money trend. Cope. Right? Because selling men hope. I mean, selling men what's real, selling men, elevation, right? That's only for a specific amount of men. That's really only for 10 to 20% of men. Right? But what happens when you want to capture the bottom 80% of men? Guess what you got to do? You got to sell their ass hope. You got to sell them copism, right? You got to sell them the fear mongering. You got to sell them the blame game, the finger pointing. Oh, it's women's fault. Oh, it's the whose fault. Oh, it's their fault. It's everybody else's fault, but not the men. What that sound like? That sounds like women to me. That sounds like women to me. And that's what men have turned into. Men have turned into Andrew Wilsons. And then even when y'all get in relationships, you ain't running shit. You suck. You on your knees kissing her feet saying, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, your highness. Yes, your highness. Dudes can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. Listen, if you can't handle the truth, listen, the after pill is not for you. PFP life is not for you. Hashtag PFP life. Right? Purpose, freedom, power. Right? PFP life. That's the new slogan. PFP life / the after pill. Right? Purpose, freedom, power. A lot of men don't even want it. That's why I only want 10% of men. I only want 20% of men. I can give a damn about the bottom 80% of men. Because the bottom 80%, they're going to tune in to Andrew Wilson. The bottom 80% of men are going to tune in to Andrew Wilson and watch that fake shit. Because y'all so used to fake shit. Y'all don't like real stuff. You don't like elevation. You don't like getting in the gym and letting your muscles burn. Right? You can't handle the pain. Right? You can't handle disciplining yourself to go in there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, all week. You can't discipline yourself for it. Right? So you cope. You go and eat a bag of Cheetos. Oh, fat slapper lopper. You go and eat a bag of Cheetos. Right? You chain smoking cigarettes like your boy Andrew Wilson. Right? Because you can't handle life. Most men can't handle life. That's what it comes down to. Most men can't handle life, so guess what? They tune in to the men who are going to sell them a dream, right? Ecclesiastical marriages. Bro, that's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream. Men would rather hope for ecclesiastical marriage than to get out here and make some money. Which one you think is more likely? Which one y'all think is more likely? You getting into an ecclesiastical marriage or you getting out here and making some money? Which one? Which one? Which one is more likely? You getting into the best shape of your life or an ecclesiastical marriage? What's more likely? You being able to travel, right, and get and talk to and date and sleep with some of the most beautiful women in the world, or you getting an ecclesiastical marriage in America? Ninja, please. Well, I just want one woman. I just want a woman to call my. All right, Ninja. All right. I just want one woman to marry and yeah, all right. That's low testosterone behavior to me. I'm just calling it how I see it, right? Low testosterone behavior to me is if you need one woman, if you need just one woman, I believe your testosterone is low. Especially if you under 50. If you under 50 and you talk about, I just need one woman for this and that, yeah, your testosterone low, buddy. Look at them leaving. They can't handle the truth. If you under 50 talking about you need only one woman, your testosterone is low. You need to get in the gym. You need to do some blood test or something, because a man that only wants one woman is not normal. Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, we breaking open the veil. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Fuck it. We breaking open the veil of truth. If you a man and you only need one woman, your testosterone is low. You ain't putting in enough work. You ain't working hard enough. You ain't stressed enough. You ain't. I just want her to cuddle with me and all that. Ninja, that's one woman. That's one. I want a woman to love me and cuddle with me and rub my head. That's one woman. Right? You can't get the whole package. Right? But then on top of that, you cuck-servatives, right? Y'all cuck-servatives, y'all like a nasty chick. Most men like hoes anyway. Let's call a spade a spade. Men be walking around here demonizing hoes as if hoes don't have their place. Come on now. Stop it. Hoes have their place. Hoes have their place. We all like hoes. Cut it out. Ninja be walking around here trying to throw the Bible at hoes, but then under the table be sleeping with them. Man, come on now. The whole red pill, the whole manosphere is fake. Fresh and Fit, all of these guys. That's why it's falling apart. That's why men have not progressed since the start of, right, red pill and manosphere at its height, at its peak. Men have went nowhere. Men have gotten worse. The data's gotten worse. The stats have gotten worse. Men have turned more incelish. Men have turned more into incels than actually turned into men. It's gotten worse. Men like hoes for sure. I like hoes. Right? They have their place. Sometimes you need a nasty chick. Sometimes you need a nasty chick. Oh man. Men now, see, here's the thing. Powerful preps. You say men now will take any 304s. Men now, see, here's the thing. Men now will marry the 304. That's where things get out of hand. Right? Because it used to be, a man had his wife, he had his girl, right? They did their thing. He took care of the house, but he messed with Sydney. He messed with Sydney on the weekends, right? She do that gok, that double twist hand. She do that double twist hand 2000 on him like nobody else does it, right? And Sydney also knew her place. She knew not to come around. She knew not to come around the house. She knew not to be anywhere around where he lived at. Bitch, don't call me while I'm home. Bitch, don't call me at work, right? I'll text you. Or, bitch, I'll call you on the payphone. Or I call you on the, you know what I'm saying? 304s used to know their place because men put them in their place. But now you have men who are wifing hoes. But in reality, most of y'all don't have no choice. I know young dudes right now, right? I know a young dude, right? He's like 20, 21, right? Him and his girl, I think he's engaged to her. Actually, I'm gonna tell you two stories, right? This dude, he's engaged to her, and he remained a virgin. He remained a virgin upwards until he met her. So when they say women have more experiences than men, especially under 30, they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. So this dude, he was a virgin, and his wife, he told me this out of his own mouth. He said, he was a virgin. He said, yeah, his wife is super nasty. This is what he told me. His fiance is super nasty. She knows how to do all of these tricks and all of these things, and she's like 2 years older than him, right? And I'm like, dang, like, so she coming into it with all the experience, huh? Yeah, she has plenty of experience, bro. She has plenty of experience, and I was a virgin and all that stuff, and yeah, and I'm like, bro, you got with the first thing smoking that did a deep throat. The first time, well, I don't know about y'all, but the first time a chick ever deep throated and you was like, oh my God, this is heaven. Oh boy, I've never had this before. Oh boy. It was absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Right? But imagine when you're a man with no experience. As soon as a chick throw something on you, right? You hooked. You hooked. You don't want to let it go. You going to the store, you going to K Jewelers and buying a ring ASAPidly. So you can live ecclesiastical. You going to K Jewelers or Jared's, you buying that ring ASAPidly. She done gave you that gok after she done gave 50 dudes that gok. You were the last hope. You were the last man standing. And you were a virgin or little to no experience. Right? Second dude, he's a Catholic. Right? He's a Catholic. He stayed a virgin all the way up until his adult years. Guess what? Up until he married or got engaged to his current fiance. Right? And of course, she's filled up with experience too. I'm telling you, man, this is what's going on right now in the field. This is what's going on right now in the field. Ninja, women nowadays are breaking y'all cherries. Ninja, like, bro, I remember in high school, middle school, it used to be, bro, and this was like what? I graduated in 2014. So we're talking about basically 11 years ago. That ain't how time has changed. But just 11 years ago, we used to talk about breaking girls' cherries, right? That's what we used to talk about all through grade school. Yeah, you gotta break a cherry. Yeah, if you do this and she bleed a little bit, yeah, she was a virgin. She, you busted that cherry. But nowadays the women are busting y'all cherries. Right? The women busting y'all cherries. Right? Men are getting their virginity took. Y'all ain't busting no cherries out here. It's barely any cherries to bust. And I mean that literally and figuratively. You niggas bending over, niggas bending over and getting pegged. I heard all kinds of stories, man. I know chicks right now who be pegging dudes. I'm like, are they straight? I believe so. I know dudes right now getting pegged. Come on now. Dudes right now getting pegged. They busting y'all cherries. They taking y'all virginity. Now, these women out here taking y'all virginity, bending you ninjas over. They running the relationships. They making more money than y'all. I'm like, bruh. Golly. User J55 said, I graduated in 2017. I turned 27 Saturday. Shouts out to you and happy birthday, man. Jay Brown says, LOL, are you serious? Yes. Yes. See, I have the gift of gab. I really get down into the field, right? I talk to men and women, get stories and insight to validate the data that I already researched, right? Listen, I know all kinds of stories. All kinds of stories. Dudes getting tied up, and listen, it's ridiculous, right? I had a chick who got a dude come into work, give her some money, right? He cooking for her. I swear to God. Like, he came in here, gave me some money, and he's about to cook this, that, and the third meal for me. And she's like 20. Dude had to be like 45. He had to be like 45. It's like, yeah, he cooking us dinner, and he just gave me some money. And I was like, yeah, you had to do a little something. You had to do a little strange thing for that change, huh? Right? And I was like, no, I don't have to do anything. Right? Look at my nails. He got my nails done and all that stuff. And mind you, look, swear to God, mind you, this is the same chick that asked me for some nail money. Right? Same chick that asked me for some nail money. And guess what I told her? Swear to God. I was like, she was like, give me some nail money. I was like, give me some neck. Fuck you talking about? Right? I swear to God. I was like, because we were talking about her nails are broken. I was like, yeah, you need to go ahead and fix that. Your nails looking raggedy. I was like, then give me the money. I was like, then give me some neck, bitch. What you talking about? Give me some neck, bitch. She's like, not today. I was like, well, maybe another day. But these dudes, bro, the older dudes, the younger dudes, bro, they're out here. When chicks say that they're not doing much, or they got dudes doing this and they dudes doing that, a lot of times it is true. I'm seeing it in real time. Powerful Prep said back in our day we had really was texting and call, no apps like that. Yeah, it wasn't no apps even back in mid 2000s. Like there were really no apps besides Facebook, MySpace. Right? You had little things, but it's nothing like today. J55 said, crazy thing is, I can't believe it. Seemed like I was 21 yesterday and I'm still single. Bro, enjoy being single. Don't be a B.I.H. Don't be a B.I.H., bro. Enjoy being single. Right? Sign up for the Patreon. Come over and explore the escape blueprint. Right? First thing first. You need to go ahead and get your passport if you don't have it already. If you don't have it already, right? Go ahead and get your passport. That's the first thing to become a sovereign man. Go ahead and get your passport, right? Start the process. Go ahead and start the process. You felt like you was 21 yesterday. So you're 27. Go ahead and get your passport if you haven't already. So you can already go ahead and start the process of becoming sovereign, right? And the process of becoming sovereign is having multinational identities, right? So dual citizenship, wherever you can get it, right? So you're not just limited to the United States because times are changing, right? That's a whole different story. That's a whole different tangent. That's not this live stream, right? That's a whole different story. But join the Escape Blueprint. I'm gonna be dropping videos over there, right? Join the Storytime memberships. The Storytime membership. I'm gonna be dropping gems over there and on the Patreon. Right? Shouts out to my regular members, right? But you're gonna have to upgrade. Nowadays, you're gonna have to upgrade your membership to the Storytime if you want those real gems. If you want insight on what I'm doing, how I'm building, and how I'm becoming my own sovereign man and building my multinational identity as well, and looking into real estate. I was just in the Dominican Republic last week looking at real estate. Right? Talking to a realtor, looking to see what was going on. I'm not gonna say too much, but yeah. I'm not gonna say too much, but just know when your boy pop out somewhere and be like, "Oh, what happened? What happened, Tal? Where you at?" Listen, I ain't gotta say too much. I've been building. Right? Then I'm about to go into monk mode. Then I'm about to go into monk mode for the next 6 months. Oh, it's on and popping. It's wintertime, baby. It's wintertime. Winter is coming. Right? It's time to go in monk mode. This is serious. It's time to go. If you're not going into straight on survival mode and stress testing I believe in stress test. Right? If you're not committing to stress tests of yourself, then you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You need to be stress testing yourself at all times. Right? Because sometimes you will slip. Sometimes you slip into vices. Sometimes you stop smoking. Sometimes you may slip back into smoking. You stop drinking. Sometimes you may, drink too much, right? You stop doing this. Sometimes you may slip back into it. You got to keep stress testing yourself in today's economy. Yep, monk mode is necessary before the monetary reset because another one is coming. I need to do a video on it, right? Another one is coming for sure. Detroit man said a lot of role reversal going on. Man, they've successfully done it. They've successfully done it. We are truly in role reversal. We're already in role reversal. I see it every day. I was just in my neighborhood and I have this big thing of men pushing baby carts. Right? Just as something as simple as that. Men pushing baby carts for a woman who is capable, right? A woman is when you're in a relationship, there's two things that you should never touch, right? Unless your woman is disabled or something, right? There's two things that you should never touch when you're in a relationship. Never touch her purse, never, and that means never hold her purse, right? Even when she going to the bathroom. I always tell my chick, I mean, she ain't tried me like that in years since we first got together, right? If she asks you to hold her purse, you tell her, take that shit with her in the bathroom. Never hold a woman's purse. If you're going to the mall, restaurants, I don't care what it is, never hold her purse. Never hold her bag. Second thing, a man should never be pushing a baby cart. Ninja, unless y'all going up a hill or something, and you maneuvering through some potholes or a dip in the concrete or something that requires you to take control as a man to make sure that your baby is protected, you should not be pushing a baby cart. Ever. Never push a baby cart as a man, and never hold a bitch purse. But guess what I'm saying? Dudes holding purses. Standing outside the bathroom looking like a dummy, holding a purse with your effeminate ass. Right? And then you see men all over pushing the dang on baby carts. I'm like, bro, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Right? Now, unless you just solo dolo and you want to go on a walk with your kid or something like that, I mean, clearly that's a different story. But if you got a functioning woman next to you, man, you better hand that cart over to her. You're supposed to be walking, not maneuvering the goddamn on baby cart. You're supposed to be leading her. You're supposed to be leading her. Right? Watch out for that pothole, baby. Oh, come over this way. Yeah, move over to the right. Right? Get on my left side. Right? Watch this crack right here. Yeah, there's a dip right there. Be careful. Right? Come on now. If her snap score over 1 million, be careful. Yeah. I mean, be careful from a relationship standpoint. Right? But here's the thing, when you're in a leverage position, a lot of this stuff don't even matter, honestly. A lot of this stuff don't even matter when you're in a leverage position. It really doesn't. Right? I mean, sure, you got the hoes, and then you got the whatever women that are left who are not hoes, right? You got your pick of the litter, whatever you want to deal with. Right? But for men in a leverage position, that is null and void to them. Right? Because men in leverage positions usually know how to maneuver and know where to go to find certain women, whether that's a hoe or whether that's a holy and sanctified woman, whatever women that are left, right? You should know how to maneuver. You should know. Right? But it is the men who are at the bottom 80% of men who are, saying, oh, be careful of this woman, be careful of that woman, bro. You'll get got by a church woman with no social media. Come on now. You'll get got by any woman if you don't know what you're doing. That's just the facts. It is what it is. But once you get in a leverage position, half that stuff don't even matter. Like I said, much of that stuff is just coping. Right? Men are trying to cope with the influx of hoes. Right? Men are trying to cope with the influx of hoes. Men don't know what to do. Right? The ninjas are still trying to find wives and all of that. Just like my guy whose birthday it is. User J55, I think that was you. He said, I've been through a lot, had to cut off fake friends, fake family members, etc. too. Yep. It's time. It's time. Right? Go ahead and get your passport. Right? Go ahead and go into monk mode, start building. Right? Go into and then 2025, this is extreme times. Extreme times call for extreme measures. Right? If you're not taking extreme measures to put yourself in a more leveraged position, I don't care if you're in a relationship, married, or single. If you're not taking extreme measures to put yourself in the best position possible, you might as well bury yourself right now. You might as well bury yourself right now. Over the next 6 months to actually a year. Over the next 6 months to actually a year plus, I will be taking extreme measures. And when I say extreme measures, I'm talking about extreme measures. And it will be documented as well. So you will see that process of me taking those extreme measures and literally showing you what it actually takes and what many men are not willing to do, even when they are single and by themselves with no children. I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how to do it. It's up to y'all at this point. Right? It's up to y'all at this point. I'm going to get my money regardless. Right? I'm gonna get mine regardless. This is the after pill. right? Red pill dead, manosphere dead, all of that shit is dead. This is the after pill. If you're not trying to get with it, you're gonna get rolled over, right? The proof is in the pudding. Y'all already see what's happening with politics. They don't care about you. You're not getting no food stamps. You're not getting no EBT, ninja, right? You're not getting no housing vouchers. They're not going to give you any safety nets. You're not going to have Social Security by the time you retire. You work at Wally World, right? You work at Chipotle, right? You work at Smoothie King, ninja. You're not retiring. That's not happening, right? So you need to get your money up and not your funny up, right? And men are so, this is a separate topic. Men are so unserious. Men are so unserious about life, right? It's really disheartening and scary at the same time that so many men could just be so unserious about life. You this unserious about life? Life is serious. Like, I'm serious about mine. I'm serious about elevating, right? I'm serious about getting to the top percentages of men. I am serious about that. Serious as a heart attack. But you got dudes who they just want to give up just to give up and blame it on women. Well, women don't want it. Man, who gives a fuck? Well, Western women, man, nobody give a damn. Western women this and they don't want to marry and all of this. They ruin the society, bro. Get your stupid bitch ass, right, on a $300 flight, right? Get you to anywhere in Latin America, you stupid ninja, right? And go bust down a big booty, dang on long black hair Colombian or something and bring your ass back and get to work. Y'all complaining about stupid shit. I'm like, bro, if you want some ass, bro, I can lead you the way. If you just need to get a nut off so you can focus, I can lead you the way, bro. But y'all be focused on women so much, like you missing you missing your whole purpose, right? You missing out on power and you missing out on freedom. They want to drink Bud Light and watch football, right? Oh, fat ninjas. Y'all worried about women too much. Worried about women way too much. It's really not that important. They're really not that important. They cool and all. It's cool to be surrounded by beautiful women. It's cool to, have a nice piece of ass here and there. Something to look at, something to bust down here and there. But your main focus is supposed to be your purpose. Right? PFP life. Right? Purpose, freedom, power. Right? That's what you should be focused on. Right? And then you can switch. Then when you reach the power and the purpose, then you can switch one of those P's for the punani, for the pussy. You can switch one of those P's then, but y'all don't have the room to switch one of those P's yet. Right? It's time to focus. It's time to get to it. Right? Winter is here. Winter is coming. Right? It's time to hunker down. If you haven't already been hunkering down, I've been on the grind for a long time now. Now it's time to hunker down even more than I have. Right? If you wanna join the movement, if you want to get insight, you want to stay elevated, you want to stay updated, man, join the membership. I'm trying to build a brotherhood of men who are trying to escape the mainstream system. Right? Join the Escape Blueprint, PFP Life. Join the Patreon, or you could join the YouTube membership. Man, come over there, talk it out. Come join the chat. The chat is open on the Patreon, right? For all of my members who are over there already, the chat is open. It's open to free and paid. You can come over there and join for free if you want to as well. Come over there and join for free on the Patreon and jump into the chat. We can talk about a wide variety of things. Come over there, man, and join the brotherhood, sisterhood too. If you got some women in here, y'all want to join, hey, I love a woman's opinion. I like to see what y'all be talking about too. But overall, we're trying to build a movement, build, a collective mindset, and just come over there and congregate, man, and tap in. But anyway, shouts out to everybody that tuned in. Shouts out to everybody that hit the like button. We had upwards to 50 people in here. 50 people couldn't hit the like button. But anyway, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.